Alright, this video just want to go over this is subject to change, but this is what I have so far as what's expected to be advanced level, which is represented by the blue. So I'm just going to go over the list for the male from ages 20 to 29. For a 1 minute sit up, you need to do 40 of them in 1 minute. 40 sit ups in 1 minute. You have to do 55 push ups in 1 minute. You have to do 55 squats in 1 minute. You have to do run a mile in less than 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, run a mile in less than 8 minutes 30 seconds. You have to jump rope for at least 4 minutes and 30 seconds straight. You have to do the squat hold for at least 55 seconds. For the arrow hold, you have to hold for 55 seconds. For the cat hold, you have to hold for 55 seconds. For the cross hold, 27 seconds. The side kick hold, you got to hold it for 25 seconds. The front kick hold, 25 seconds. The L hold, 5 seconds. The one arm push-up, you got to do 15 one-arm push-ups with each arm. Pull-ups, you got to do 15 pull-ups. Handstand push-ups, you got to do at least 10. Bench press, you have to bench press 1.15 of your weight 10 reps. So say, for example, you weigh 100 pounds. You gotta bench press 115 pounds 10 times. Middle split, you gotta do the split and have be about 8 inches away from the ground. Bent over reach, you need 5 fingers, at least 5 fingers each touching the floor when you're bending over trying to reach your toes. Interlock your arms behind you. You need to get at the 7 o'clock position, which is not too difficult. Just interlock your arms, bring it up until it's at the 7 o'clock position. Alright, and then that fitness combined with your advanced proficiency in the martial art techniques that I have to show. The punches, kicks, combinations, the parries, the ground tactics, the sparring, stuff like that. So you must maintain the physical requirements every single year. If you start letting yourself go and you are not able to reach that standard as far as what I just stated, then you would lose your rank as advanced. Okay. You might be wondering, how am I going to practice martial art techniques if I don't have somebody practicing with? Well, all you need is just a friend, and somebody, even if they don't even know martial arts, you can work with them. And what you have to do is just basically you use them as a training partner. You might have them come at you a certain way, or you might have them throw punches and kicks at you, and just so then you just get used to working with somebody that's coming at you, and you're working on those techniques. You might use them as a training when you're working on ground tactics. But yeah, I mean, it's just, as far as the sparring is concerned, you just need to work with somebody. They don't even have to know martial arts. Just you could teach them some stuff if you want, just to get them a little bit. But if not, then just go ahead and use you go ahead and just use them as like a training tool, where you can work in your techniques while they're coming at you, or they're throwing punches at you, and you can just practice the techniques like that. Alright, and that basically, what's most important is that you work on developing your physique and your athletic ability. You want to get it to the highest level you possibly can, and then that combined with the techniques that I have to show, and making it efficient and practical and just direct. Once you combine that athletic ability with the direct scientific approach to fighting, then you just practice those techniques, get as good as you can at those techniques, as fast as you can, as strong as you can. Punch in the bag, or just like shadow boxing. I mean, you just get it as precise as you can, like the basics of everything, the punches, kicks, ground fighting, whatever. Get it as precise as you can, and then all you gotta do from there is basically spar and practice with somebody, and just work on those techniques in a fighting situation. So then you just get used to it, and then once you get used to it, then then it just comes natural, and it ends up being like riding a bicycle or driving a car. You just don't forget. It just comes like this. You know, it's just so natural. Like somebody throws a punches at you, boom, you just block right away without even thinking. You know, somebody's coming at you aggressively, boom, you just punch out. You know, I mean, it just comes natural. You don't even have to think. That's the point that you want to get at. And you know, it's hard to, you know, we're limited in what I could show you, because this is the computer and online and all that stuff. But you gotta realize, you know, Bruce Lee died, you know, way before I even read his books. And I learned so much from reading his books and watching his movies. I never even met him. And he influenced my life in so many different ways that I know that this could work. Meaning, now this is even more dynamic, meaning I'm not even writing a book right now. I'm speaking directly, you know, and I'm videotaping, so you can see what I'm talking about. If I say do a straight punch, I'll show you this is what a straight punch is. You know, you don't gotta like, when you read a book, it's kind of sometimes hard to tell, like, what does he mean by straight punch? What does he mean by moving your toe this way, whatever. But now that there's a video, you can see, oh, this is what he's talking about. So now you can train in that. But obviously, you know, it's going to be unlikely where we're going to be face to face, and you could spar against, you know, with me and everything. But like I said, just grab somebody else that, you know, if he does martial arts, then that's great. If he doesn't, then you can still use him, and just use him as a training tool. You know, Bruce Lee used to practice a lot in the wooden dummy. You know, that having a live person, even if they don't even know any martial arts, is even better than a wooden dummy, because then now that person could come towards you. That person could just hold his arm out, and then you just work on your techniques with his arm sticking out. Then he could hold his leg out for you. He could throw slow punches at you, and then you could just naturally get used to moving your head and bobbing your head, and just like you know, just get used to that fighting situation. You just want to keep putting yourself in that situation, so then you just get used to it, where you're not even in fear anymore. It's like you have so much confidence, and not only are you not in fear, but you enjoy it. You're like, wow, you know, this is fun. Like, not only is fighting not stressful, it's something that's fun. I love it. And then it's like, when it gets to that point, it's like there's no fear. Like, anytime you know, you know, anybody's trying to intimidate you, you don't have fear. You're like, you know, what's there to fear? And then if they try to fight you, then you're like, wow, you know, that's fine. You know, it's just, you know, it gets to the point where it's just not even, you know, you just break past that fear. And once you break past that fear, that's when you just have true confidence from within, and you're not really looking to prove to anybody what you could do or whatever. You just enjoy being a martial artist, and you enjoy being an artist. You enjoy practicing how to fight and knowing how to fight. I mean,